Yeah, let me get recording.
All the friends.
Here's a good segue into tonight's the Hoffcast focus, which is Valentine's Day and romance in Budapest. I named Andy's dog Jim first because he looks like Jim. You know Jim. We all know Jim.
Obviously,
Andy.
I know Jim.
Veronica, you haven't met Jim.
Can we?
Jim is an awesome
how can
guy,
people
and you
listen
just
to this
party
podcast?
your ass
Because I want
off
him
with
to join.
Right, well, slow down. One at a time.
I want him to listen to the podcast.
Yeah, when we record
How
it,
can he...
well, we're recording it now, and then I'll listen to it and give it a tweak, and then post it on the Hoffcast on the Hoff Facebook page and the YouTube channel. That's pretty, Andy. That was a good prompt. Yes, you can listen to this on YouTube. You can track it through the Hoof House Facebook page. Azer, let's correct that. Hoff House. If you ever hear Azer say hoof, he means Hoff, right? We're gonna make that clear. So yeah. You'll be able to listen to this once it gets released. None of this goes live first, because you never know what someone might say. You know, like about, oops, should we include that, Azer? Your parents are watching, man. You can't.
so it was really good to hear
from you.
All right, so like let's
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, Valentine's Day. Let's introduce who's in the room with us. And there might even be someone in the room who doesn't want to be named, but because she's in a bit of a grumpy mood. But she's close. She's sitting on Azer's left. We've got
Veronica.
Veronica, move that mic a little bit closer to you, just to see if we can.
Hi.
There you go. So maybe we can hear your voice.
Oh,
So sorry.
well, that's a beautiful.
See, Andy, she agrees too. And then next to her we have my wolf sister.
Woo! Ow, ow, ow. Or you can call me Seal. I'm not gonna explain that. It's too long to explain.
That's for
but
another podcast.
yes, we could do that as a podcast.
Last night we could have done the whole of last
Dude,
night. How interesting! Was
Why
that?
didn't you bring your machine
I
yesterday?
was hitting my head all night about that.
Anyway, or Ness, the mess. You can call me
I like that one too.
anything. Ness
Very
the mess.
descriptive.
Yes, and it's very accurate. It's very accurate. And here is our favorite guy who is working at Hoof currently.
Well, he doesn't work at Hoof.
Don't worry, I'm jobless. I don't have a job. I need a job, guys, by the way. Share in the comment section if there's guys any jobs with multiple languages.
Put the mic away from your face a little bit further. Thank you. You're
Right.
literally deep throating the mic right now. This is giving us
Well,
bass
there's
buzz.
a job opportunity.
Oh, you want it?
I told you, Azer, you'd make a lot of money as a call boy.
You see, man.
If she who shall not be named would give you her blessing.
No, even if she gave me the blessing, I would say no. I would never do that.
Oh, because you are very, very pure
No.
soul.
My body belongs to one person.
Yeah, me. Wait. You know who it belongs to? Wait. Line it up.
All about me.
That's
I'm
Ace's
joking.
catch cry is definitely that.
No, I mean, I come from a conservative place,
What's
Definitely conservative.
No, you
keep it away from.
All right, fucking.
You can't hear yourself. You sound like this, Like,
but
just put a headphone in so you can hear yourself. And I want to ask you a question. I'm going to ask this.
Veronica, to take the headphones.
Because this one only one works and these two work, no? But
Dare I say I have a question for each of you, because we all come from different parts of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. And let's start basic.
So-
I want to know what dating life is like from your country.
Well, first
just
of all,
by the way,
before we
Sandy
get into
can't be
Budapest.
joining you from home
What's
because I
this?
didn't get an introduction. Just gonna real quick.
Hang on a sec.
no,
we
we didn't even finish the introductions.
Yeah, right, Andy. You need no introduction.
You were-
Andy.
you
You're the
were-
host.
but
We
you
keep
were
the
going
best
to
for
the
the
next
last,
phase.
Andy.
We weren't even going to start until we heard your voice, and as soon as you rang up, we hit record. So you're the host, Andy. You got to introduce me.
Aw.
And by the way, I haven't introduced myself either.
Oh, yeah, there you
Didn't
go.
anyone else notice that? No, of course not. Andy,
Just the host.
you're my co-worker, I guess, at the moment, but you've been our good friend for fucking a year and a half now, probably.
Yeah, man.
And you're obviously not here because you're.
But now I wouldn't have it any other way.
Exactly. It was anyway. That's shop talk. We can talk about that another time.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, that's Andy, and I'm Joker. and I want to know about everyone's history with or opinions on the dating game in your countries. To start off with, who wants to go first? Turn the fucking music off.
Oh
man.
shit! Sorry.
Yeah.
God, you're like a child.
No.
The music is really annoying.
You know, it was like, you know, DJ background, you know.
No. Jesus. Let's start with you, seeming as you like talking.
No, I mean,
Algeria, what's the dating game like there? Seriously.
well, that's quite an interesting question. It's quite different from a lot of spaces in Algeria, because from one city to another, it's a completely different mentality.
What was your city like growing up? Which was where?
Which is quite, you know, when you date a girl, for example, you go on like on a date, and then you gotta invest like 6 months, then maybe you'll have a kiss.
Oh my
I
god.
need the whole family.
Oh
And
my
then-
god.
Just to get a kiss.
Yeah, man.
I
Or
would be
maybe
long
it
out.
depends. Like it depends a lot on the girls. More you go to the south, more it's conservative. More you go to the north, more
Oh,
it's
those
open.
girls are crazy in the north, huh?
Oh, girl, I'm telling you. You know, it's quite like they're more open over there in the north, and people can.
They kiss after 4 months. They're like,
No, not
As opposed to
Very
6 down south.
Not 4 months. I think the first month is okay, the kissing. But then if it goes to
So dare I say it, how long does it take for
Bada bing, bada
from
bing.
Chicka Wow Wow.
hubba hubba? Oh, aye.
that's different from one person to another. Actually, that's a quite vague question.
Oh, what a
And
generalized
it must be
answer.
awkward for you right now to be explaining
not
these
really.
things with someone next to you, a certain someone next to you.
Yeah,
Who shall remain unnamed.
Unknown.
No, not at all. I'm completely open about everything
You
that I
should,
tell her.
yeah.
Everything. I'm not
Every
gonna
good
hide anything
relationship is
from my past to the future.
Guilt and honesty.
All right,
It's cool. I mean, she knows about everything that I done.
And she's still here? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Wow.
I love you, Azer. Wow. I love you.
That was an uppercut. All
All
right,
And they're
bring it
just
in.
going to keep
Bring
coming.
it in. Okay, so what about you, Vanessa? Actually, wait, I want to think about this. What's the really cool order? Are you going to say anything at all, or are you going to stay in the background for now?
Well, I could do the contrast of that, because
Okay,
in
come on.
Norway we don't really date much. It's more of a, you sleep together and you keep sleeping together, and if you keep enjoying the conversations afterwards, you just kind of get together.
Hang on a sec. Afterwards what? After sex?
After sex. It's,
Conversations. So
it's
the
mostly
noi-
just you fuck, and then if you enjoy the conversation afterwards, you keep seeing each other.
So the conversation after sex is key.
Well, it's the only time you
In Nor-
talk.
Really?
Yeah.
No,
That's-
I'm joking.
You know what?
It's just we have one of the highest one-night stand rates, and like it's quite common. Yeah,
That's awesome.
No shit.
we're enjoying the. You know, it's cold up there.
Gotta keep warm.
You just want to cuddle up and get together. Make some beats.
All year is cuffing season in Norway.
You got like a daily cuddle buddy, like, all right, Tuesday cuddle buddy, come on in, let's do this.
No, but that's the thing we do is Sunday boyfriends.
Sunday boyfriend.
It's like-
really, that's
It's like a friends with benefits, but like a boyfriend, but just part time.
You have a name for part of the weekend for it? That's
Sunday
wicked.
boyfriends. Yeah.
part-time.
No
It's
wonder
like-
you guys are so kind of. Hang on a sec. You guys aren't known for being quite happy, are you?
We're actually quite depressed.
You
But
are, yeah. But that's
But we make it work.
You know, I've never met a depressed Scandinavian, and yet you hear all the facts about it. Never in my life. They're just so bubbly, huh? Andy?
Bubbly Scandinavians? Really? That has.
Yeah, we're not
been
really that friendly.
I don't know. Maybe the ones I've met have always been on the road and travel.
Friendly to me.
Yeah, but I'm not a good Norwegian. I'm a bad
quiet
Norwegian.
and brooding in the background.
Really?
That's what I see.
You mean like those dramas they make on TV? They make really good dramas, the Scandinavians. Yeah, like the Swedish one. Like, they're really dour and they're great. Some of these TV shows.
Yeah, we make good TV.
Yeah,
It's
you
just that
do.
no one
You do
understands it.
everything good. Your education's good. Your
Right,
government's
Vanessa?
good.
We do everything.
The sex
good.
is great.
Oh, wow.
Not gonna lie, you do that pretty well too.
Vanessa, what's dating like in California?
Oh,
Oh
come on.
man, it's like fucking
Old
free
movie.
game, open. Everyone's fucking everyone, and it's kind of odd if you're just straight. That's not a thing in California.
Really?
You have to at
Astaghfirullah.
least be bi, gay, curious, anything, but if you're like, oh, I'm straight, I'm like, are you okay? Is everything all right with you?
Do you need to see a doctor?
Yeah, there's a really
straight,
good
I gotta
green
see a doctor.
doctor.
No, we have a quite funny opposition right here. We have really two liberals, one's countries right here, and
Right.
here you have the most conservative
Yeah,
countries.
It's a very interesting contrast.
And you have
actually.
you a little bit.
For the record, no, I'm straight. I'm straight.
No.
And let's, for the record, let's get this, Andy.
Let's get this straight on the record.
Let's
I'm
all
straight.
get this straight on the record. Let's get what's straight and what's bent and what's in between. All right. I'm straight. You're straight. You're straight.
I'm like,
You're
all
gay.
fucking
And you're
bent.
a new story.
Explain
Yeah.
your story, love.
So 3 weeks
Explain
ago, I
yourself.
thought I was straight with like a tiny preference towards women, and then I met Vanessa, and I was like, this is pretty cool. I can do this.
So now you swing both ways, or now you're
I
just
guess I'm kind of
dedicated
just
to.
pan. I'm demisexual, so it's mostly just connection for me.
Hang on. So what is
Or just
demisexual?
demigods.
Oh, it's basically just
Andy in the background, demigods. Andy the
We are
best.
though.
Saint
for real.
Hercules.
Nah,
Now
but
tell us, what
it's,
is this?
It's just
Demi?
basically like the connection that I feel for. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, the connection. So if I need to get to know someone a little bit or like have a connection.
And how long did it take?
Okay, you were my girlfriend before we fucked, okay? So that says more about you than it does about me.
Ah, hang on a sec now. Was there like a
Yeah,
like,
things happen in lesbian time here. Things went very
You
quick.
guys announced on Facebook that you were together on your second date.
No, it was our first one. Get it right.
first date?
Bella.
That was
First-
quick.
Everything happened very quick.
And you guys all know me that is the complete opposite of something I would do.
All right, I think it's time for you to tell us, how did you meet? How did you meet? Because we were going to talk about do a podcast about this
Well,
last night.
I
you and me, Seal.
decided that I was a little bit bored. I had a couple of shit guys that I lost year. I
Uh-huh.
was like, you know what? I'm just gonna like flirt with some women on this app, just see how it feels. you
App,
know?
wait, what app?
It's
Her.
called Her. So all you lesbians out there, you can really find a great, lesbian. Like,
Vanessa, you're out of the streets. What are you talking about?
I was on the street.
No, you're not in the street. We were in the street. We're not in the street anymore.
I know, man. I
You
know.
see, look at you, look at me.
What happened?
What the hell happened?
We used to be prowling the streets, and now we're both.
Jesus
You guys,
Christ,
you're
man.
right. Actually, for the record,
Both my wingman, bro.
for the record, yes, you two are like infamous single prowlers in Budapest.
Yep. And now
You definitely, Vanessa, and Azer. Yeah, you were.
It's a nice way of saying you're a fucking whore, Vanessa.
I am not a player.
I'm a fuck
player.
boy. I'll say it like that.
And
That's a
Andy,
nicer way.
Andy.
No, I am a gentleman. What are you talking about?
I heard my name. Who's calling out?
Andy, do you reckon you're even more promiscuous? I think she is actually. I think Andy's the
Andy's
most
awesome.
promiscuous
She's
one
like-
here.
The free spirit.
Who's not here,
I
but
mean,
definitely in spirit. She
Sexually
is,
free
Let me check
spirited.
if my sister still has her earphones on before I answer this question.
Oh shit, your sister's here?
Loud as
And
you
I've been
can.
talking the way I've been talking.
no, she's in the
put you
background
some
doing her homework.
What about Australia, man?
What about?
Yeah, what about over
What
there?
about Australia in terms of the dating game?
Yeah.
You guys just fuck around, huh?
Well, no, because what's the name? Fucking changed everything. The app, Twitter.
Tinder.
Tinder.
Tinder,
Fucked,
Tinder.
Tinder fucked everything.
I've never been on it, so it changed everything.
Yeah.
And
Very
it changed everything in every part of the world.
That's
So
when you know someone
Australia
is
is
too
just
old.
like everywhere else. Hey, what are you giggling about?
Joshua, this is where you know someone is too
Me
old.
and the unknown
Twitter changed the
is
game.
having a moment.
I'm lost.
Me and the shall not be named.
Oh yeah, what do you?
It's fine.
I'm gonna name you in a second if you're gonna stop interrupting me.
We can give her a
Oh.
nickname.
Yeah, it's she shall not be named at the moment.
That's such a long.
Arina, is that complicated?
No, I just didn't know
What's
she
up?
wanted her name on this.
On what?
Oh, you fucked it up,
You
bro.
fucked up, man.
Yeah.
She didn't want you to have.
No, it's okay. I just
Not very good listener.
No, Larina from Brazil.
He's somewhere else.
All right, bring it back. Now, you
What
asked
about-
me about Australian dating, and I want to know the story of how these guys met. So, let's take a vote. What do you want to hear? Dating in Australia or how
Dating in
these guys
Australia.
met?
Yeah.
Let's finish, yeah.
Yeah, I wanna
dating
finish the
life.
idea.
Let's close it. So,
And Russia, bro. We forgot Russia.
And Russia.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
coming up, yeah.
Yeah,
Although I know way more about Hungary than Russia. 'Cause we left-
you're gonna definitely cover Hungary, and I think we'll finish
Give me
with
some
Hungary.
iced tea, please.
But we gotta hear from Russia and Australia, and just like Australia, by the way. like women are very, very like they had to grow up with like a strong men dominance around them, right? And so like
What's up,
they're
man?
just like, hey, do you mind not being on the podcast while you're on the
Yeah,
phone?
man.
Oh Jesus, I'm gonna turn his mic off. Can here,
That's
Seal,
I
you
think
grab it.
better.
Yeah.
Still here.
We're having a podcast.
While these guys are on the side, tell us.
Oh,
how did you
okay,
meet?
how
did
we
you meet?
met.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, I decided to just
Alright.
dip my toe in the water, and she kind of just pulled me in, you know,
I pulled
suffocated
you in.
me in there.
Man, at
What
first
was
I
the
Drowned
opening-
me?
No, what was the opening line?
Yeah.
'Cause it would have been text,
it was
right?
me,
It would
of
have been
course.
text.
Obviously, I make the first.
So what did you say?
I said,
If you
hello,
remember.
fellow Sag, because we're both Sagittariuses.
And then
Oh,
I asked her if
God.
she was a proper one or a November one.
I was like, obviously proper. December 8th, baby.
Yeah.
Wait, when's the frame, the window for
Starts
Sag?
like late November till the end of
December.
But the real Sags, the cool ones,
Are December babies.
yeah. The other ones don't count. No offense to those.
But like a little bit offense to those.
Yeah, you should probably change your
So-
passports and make it December
Do you
1st at
guys,
least.
do you guys believe in astrological thingies?
Yep.
Like everything?
Yep.
Really?
100%.
Aw. That makes me a bit sad.
I
It
love.
sounds like the dumbest thing in the world.
No, that's not true. I believe
feel
there's.
sad
I believe
for
there's
you for
mathematics.
not believing.
We
in
need to
it.
open your tiny mind, Andy.
Oh, Andy, you've been
I
told.
prefer astronomy to
Yeah,
astrology.
astronomy is cool too. That's evidence
It
based.
makes sense. There's evidence. It's not like I was born on this date, so this is true about me.
But like, can you not
Oh.
just let us enjoy it?
No, you enjoy it. You enjoy it.
I sense
as long
a little
But
bit
just-
of
you ha-
jealousy.
No, you have to enjoy it as long as you can tolerate the belittling and stuff like that. But, it's like it's a give and take
definitely.
type situation. Hey, Andy, I've got a question for you. And I've got like what do you think is the force and chemical behind love? Like, is it something destined,
Oxytocin.
or is it
they
purely
say,
chemical?
If it's chemical, but it's almost like a smell, isn't it? It's kind of all through
The
the nose. It's
pheromones.
hers through the eyes and
Smell is so like the biggest, one of the strongest things.
pheromones,
Smell is
and that's
the
why it
pheromones.
connects you
smart.
to
Like
somebody.
someone smelling good, they can look funny. I've definitely.
Oh yeah,
dated-
you've dated a lot of funny looking motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, I love weird looking people.
But you know what? They were all really good people,
They're weird
Jim.
and interesting.
except Jim. But I love
Different.
Jim, so
Jim is awesome too.
Jim is.
Hey, what does Jim smell like, Andy?
I don't want to fucking know.
A little bit like the ocean
Huh?
to me,
Ooh,
please.
There you go. See?
Yeah.
Oh,
I know.
you're
How would
so
you know what the How would
poetic.
you know what the ocean smells like? You landlocked Hungarian.
I know what the ocean smells like, and to be honest, it smells really bad.
From your neighborhood, yeah.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah, it smells like dead
Steam
fish.
in LA, dead fish. Fucking. Is it Atlantic Ocean? There's no
Yeah.
Pacific. The Pacific side.
It's
Yeah.
specific,
Cali.
isn't it?
Specific
Yeah.
on the Cali
It's
side,
Cali side.
on the New York to Europe.
When you guys met face to face, did you get the smell? Like, could you smell each other? Do you reckon the pheromones were there,
Well,
or was it only when you kind
It
of
must have
moved it
been.
a little bit
You know
more?
what? I'll say this: I never believed in that stupid bullshit that love at first sight.
Yeah. Okay. What's your take on that?
This was the first time I've ever felt like this with anyone. I just fell
Aw.
for her right away.
You're making
like,
me
ser-
sick.
I know you and Yaz used to make me sick. Now it's
Huh?
my turn.
Ah, this is
Now it's
revenge.
my
Oh, I
turn,
see what's happening here. Oh,
Once
Vanessa's
I'm like
taking
actually
revenge.
in love, and it
Like
feels
for real, I need the
fantastic.
proper bad Vanessa stories because she's such a puppy around me.
Yeah, you
I haven't
would
seen that
not
side around
believe
you.
me.
So
at
you haven't
all.
seen the
You
wolf
would
pup?
not-
I've seen like a slightly. You know what? She was in a mad state, and she still brought me water and gave me kisses, and then she
Yeah.
got mad at me again.
You
though,
know,
but
like how we sometimes.
Yeah.
Snap?
You snapped?
I snapped it.
And you brought her water
and I
while you were
was-
snapping?
And I was
That's cool.
so
I
nice to
I
her.
can imagine that.
Angry but nice.
Who got the lighter?
If that makes any sense, Andy, I know you understand.
Like some sleeping pills or something.
For sure.
Azer is in disbelief right now. He's like, nah, Vanessa, no way.
and I've been trying to get her mad, but she just doesn't
Do you
want to.
hear
No,
that, guys?
no.
See?
just so happy for her that she doesn't get that way.
Right?
When she's around you. I want that to.
This
I
is
want
like-
that to last.
A reverse psychology. Like, this is the first time a girl wants me to be the werewolf.
And then you do
I'm
a
like,
180.
wait, what? I
You head
don't know how
fuck.
to. I don't know how to turn it on. Like,
There you
no
go.
one asked me this before.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not
Yeah,
on
usually they're
purpose.
saying turn it off, turn it off.
yeah, they're like,
Veronica's like, turn it
I'm
on,
like,
turn it on.
but how mad are you right now? Like, how mad?
she gets
I just feel like that's
horny
the.
when I'm upset.
I just feel like that energy could be used for greater things
That's for sure.
if you redirect it.
Oh, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, if
This
you
is-
manage
this is-
to
this sounds like
redirect it, but it's really hard when you're in the moment and it's happening.
Exactly. That's what I told her. Like, we're gonna
Realize.
start making plans. Like, if I'm in that state, just lay down in a certain position.
Oh goodness.
You know, like I have to get Yasmin to use code words. Hang on, we'll get to your question. But Yasmin, yeah, you only just worked this out. All right, now I have to give Yasmin like hand signals, and she has to have say certain lines that snap me out of like
Yeah?
mania. Yeah.
That's perfect.
And
You
it's the
need to
line. It's a line
teach
that
me.
we have agreed on. Like I gave it to her. I said, if I ever go like that again, just say this line, and then I'll be like, okay, all right.
That's a good idea.
And she's managed like.
So
sounds-
you're verbal. You have verbal cues. If you hear a certain thing, it can pull you out.
Yeah, because I listen when I'm still spinning around. In
Right.
A,
I
in
don't
a,
know
in a
if I
rush.
listen when I spin around.
For
You
me,
don't-
it's
you're
all
not-
tactile sensation.
I'm
Like,
a
it-
visual person, so that's why
And
I
you're
said you need-
confused
Yeah.
Wow.
when you're mad. You get like
Really
so in your game.
Yeah.
You're just like, yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I get tunnel vision. So like when someone like, and I'm listening to everything, because everything that any word that comes through to me is then analyzed and like like it's bubbles in your brain. So it's
It's hard. To
I'm not
do.
I'm not ranting, and I'm ranting, but I'm also waiting for words to come at me
You know,
so I
if
can
we're- if
combat
you're-
it and stuff.
If you're willing to, we should really do a podcast about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole separate thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but
This is a
like
big topic.
yeah, it is.
There's
And,
enough
you
of
know,
us here to be able to explain it, to
Yeah.
be honest.
Whatever comes of this podcast, it's still about relationships, man. Like, and,
For sure.
man, like how do you weather
You
a
know what?
storm?
I want to hear about Azer. I need to know this. It's
he's been
very
too quiet
rare.
over
Okay,
there.
so Azer is the other form of me saying I'm the street prowler. So were you, bro. You were right there by my side.
I belong to the streets.
So what happened? Because
I've been raised by the streets.
You look
Actually-
very happy now.
Yeah.
So explain.
Yeah, but explain. That's quite
How did you
interesting.
meet? Officially, this is the open mic circuit.
Before going there, I had one question in mind that I wanted to ask previously, and that question is that there was a guy who said, and I forgot his name. He's an Indian dude.
Yeah.
He said sometimes there's 3 ways where you have to keep your mouth shut. This is how I put it. Is when you're in love, or when you're angry, or when you're, I don't know, what is that?
What's the third one?
What was the third one? I forgot.
Depressed.
Depressed, for
Horny.
instance. Depressed. Yeah,
Horny.
horny do belong in this 3.
No, I
top
can't
three
keep my
is-
mouth shut if I'm horny.
Yeah, well, you know.
Oh, boom, boom. You got to cheers for that. You got to cheers for that one, Andy.
Nice.
Bazing. We need a bazing.
Bazinga!
Sorry to
Yeah.
interrupt, Azer.
Nah?
What were you making a point? You were making a point.
Oh, I forgot already, man.
Keep your mouth shut.
Keep
he
your mouth.
said.
No. He was saying that like there's three times when you should keep your mouth shut, and yeah, I agree with most of those.
Because when you're too emotional, you start saying things, and then in your normal state you would not say.
What do you mean keep your mouth shut when you're in love? When it's in love, what does that mean?
Because I believe sometimes you say like, sometimes guys
Put
will-
up and shut up in a
No,
relationship.
I'll tell you something. Someone was like, "Oh, I would die for you. Oh, I will buy you a car. I will do everything." You see, and you know when you do that kind of stuff for me is like, okay,
What's the catch?
I don't know. It's
Do you
like-
think that it's easy to make promises when you're in love, and then when that puppy love fades away, that it's hard to meet up those expectations that you set up for yourself?
Well, where I'm from, I always say talking is cheap. So if you we're not that emotional where I'm from, so we don't show emotions at all. And even though this kind of stuff, talking about how, deep into the relationship between me and another person is also, it's not everything that happens in our daily life, this kind of conversations as well. But to put it in the best way, the way we met was totally not planned. I don't know what the hell happened, man.
Why don't you hand over to someone who does know what's going on?
I don't know what's going on.
We didn't even hear about dating in Russia.
Man, all of a sudden I'm just in love with this dude, and that's my life now.
No, Arina, seriously, just hold the microphone for a second. Hold it steady so it doesn't make too much noise.
Okay.
When do you remember first laying eyes on Azer? Doesn't matter whether you liked him or not. Just when did you first see him?
Right, yeah.
We hated each other.
Yeah, the first time I saw him, I really, really didn't like him.
What was so? You saw him before you met him? Like, did you spot him in the crowd or?
No, we met at like a Christmas party at Fogash.
At Fogash?
Yeah. So actually, Azer was kind of seeing my friend.
Yeah.
Now she shall not be named, I guess.
But I mean, like, we're not friends anymore, so I don't know.
She's definitely not being named. All right, move on.
No, but that, like, our friendship separated not because of Azer. It happened before, actually. We started to hang out.
And then you're like, I got him, motherfucker.
All right, so you why didn't you like him first impression?
Because he seemed like an asshole.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and she looked like
No, because also like the stuff that my friend was telling me kind of seemed like he just wants to fuck her and that's it. And like
Completely inaccurate. You would never do that.
Azer, be shamed. Never. Not my boy Azer. He's very pure soul. He will not do this.
So, but obviously when I met the person she was talking about, I assumed that okay, and he looks like a douche, so. I mean, that was the first thought. Like.
I love this.
It's okay. Am I judging? I'm not
But
judging.
this says a lot. This actually says a lot. Now that you're sitting sidled up next to him in his house.
No, I'm cool, man.
So he thought that I was a gold digger, so I think like.
Man, I'll tell you exactly how that situation was.
All right.
There was a guy with her. I don't know what the hell that guy. And every single time she had like a glass of wine in her hand, but that glass never gets empty. Even when it gets empty, I just blink. It's already refilled.
What do you mean? It never gets
Her
empty.
name is Jesus.
No, that drink. Every single second she finished her drink, this guy comes to her and bring her another drink.
Oh, you had a servant.
Oh.
Kind
He's
of.
trying to get her.
Man, I swear
Trying to
to
get you
God.
pissed, or was he just doing your bidding?
And she had a broken leg.
Yeah, I had a broken leg, so I couldn't go to the bar.
So obviously she got free drinks. You fucking.
No, but that was
inconsiderate
my
motherfucker.
friend. That was my friend, and he's from the UK.
Oh, hang on a
So
second.
whenever he comes here, he like spends all his money because
Ooh,
it's cheap.
sugar daddy.
No shit. Ah.
So, yeah. But also in Russia, it's a normal thing.
Really? Oh, well,
In
we
Russia,
didn't
it's a
even
normal
get to talk about like.
Yeah, it's very normal in Russia. Like if you go out, in Russia I never have to buy drinks. I never pay for drinks.
Really? So
Yeah.
guys always flip the bill.
Yeah.
No Dutching. No
There
one
is
goes Dutch.
no. Like even if we go out, even in family situations, like it's always the man that pays the bill. Like always.
Yes. Well,
It's
man.
not a thing that a girl will ever get the bill unless you're with girls. But if you're only with girls, most likely you're gonna meet a guy who's gonna pay for your bill.
Oh shit.
What do you think? What do you think, Andy? You're kind of Russian.
Andy,
I mean, at least that's how it is in Siberia.
are you here, Andy?
Andy, Earth to Andy.
Yeah. No, I know. Like
So
the women in my family, they're so weirded out by how I view things, and that I do not do that, and I won't accept these free drinks unless I know the person or if it's reciprocated. But they are really weirded out.
Yeah.
Who's really weirded
the
out? Wait.
guys in Russia, they
Because
do
it is
not
so
like
normal.
it.
Really?
Like,
Yeah.
why wouldn't you
Yeah.
take it? Like,
Because it's also like it's a bit like. Oh,
But
we have
are
a-
you expected to accept
Yeah.
the drink?
Yeah.
And if you don't, they crack the shit.
It's not that they crack the shit. It's just they feel offended. They feel offended that you don't want to accept their drink because
it's
like.
like, what's wrong with you?
Do they show that this disappointment
Yeah.
in your face?
Why don't you drink the drink I gave you with the roofie? For fuck's
Yeah.
sake. Drink the damn roofie.
Has that ever happened to anyone? Have you gotten roofied?
Has anyone been roofied before?
I have.
No, why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised?
I had 2 beers and I was beyond fucked that I had to stop a random car in the street and I could have sworn it was a cab. And I was screaming at the driver, which was a mom in a minivan with a bunch of crying kids in the back. I was like, let me in, I will give you money. And she's like, I'm not a cab. And she like almost ran me over to just get the fuck out of the way.
Peppy's even getting involved with that. in the
But
background.
yeah, I took care of myself, surprisingly.
Damn.
But it's not fun.
Do you know who did it? Like,
No
did
idea.
you figure it out? No.
There was like no one hitting on me, nothing like that. And it was either a prank or I accidentally picked up the wrong drink.
Knowing you, Vanessa, you probably did it to yourself.
Yeah, you know I always fucking take your drinks by accident.
Dude.
By
I
accident.
always turn around and you've always got my drink in your hand, no matter
You're
where
like,
we are.
where's your drink? I'm
where's my
like
drink?
drinking and like, I have no fucking clue.
Yeah, you're always like constantly. It's like,
But I don't mean it at all.
I know, that's the thing. I never get offended because like she literally doesn't mean it.
just somehow-
Sometimes I hand it to you, sometimes you pick it up off the table. It's always in her hand.
I feel like that's Vanessa like 90% of the time, just confused,
Yeah.
mostly happy, sometimes not, but it's always confused.
That's completely.
things are
me.
just
See,
yeah.
She already knows. Confused,
How old are you?
happy.
I'm 23.
23?
Yeah,
23.
Yeah.
I'm a baby.
Yeah,
I
I got it nice.
You girl.
Yeah, buddy.
You cradle snatcher, Vanessa.
Huh?
You cradle snatcher.
I sure am.
Yeah, we figured this out. How old were you when I was born? 8, baby.
8 years
You were
old.
8 years old.
What?
Wait, so let's
I
do
was
the
8
math.
years old
So
when she was born.
if you were 16, you would have been 8 years old.
Yeah.
So if you were 16, you'd been going out with it. Isn't that weird? Like,
That's
No,
we were
here's,
talking
here's
about
the
that.
thing.
That's kind of gnarly.
Exactly on this subject.
Hang on.
My rule is
Now
if
it's
somebody
completely
reaches-
fine.
hang on,
So
Andy.
six-
Hang on.
So my rule, anonymously, is that if somebody is, let's say, like 13 or wherever they start to be curious about sex, but when you were born, that's too much of an age difference.
That's almost like the half your age plus 7 rule. I like that.
That's not Azer's voice. Who was that?
prefer to think that she
Ah,
wasn't.
that was
Okay, I don't
Alex,
need to
by the
know
way.
that.
Oh, he shall remain unnamed. Alex.
Idiot.
There's so many Alexes in Budapest, you know. Like I've met another one recently, so I could be meeting Alex.
But none of them.
Yeah, but they already have his voice recorded.
Well, I'm sure it's a very distinct voice, so I'm sure if anyone who's actually going to be bothering listening to this hears that voice, they'll probably go, I know that guy.
Yep.
He definitely has a voice for this, for radio, for podcasting.
I really liked it. It was kind of soothing.
Andy's you can't hear Andy, but she said yeah, she really liked it. She found it soothing. It is soothing. He has got a soothing voice.
Yeah.
Maybe
does.
we got to get Alex on here if he can.
He should
If
be a
I'm
singer.
sure he'll get on it.
I'm gonna go in like 5
Should
minutes.
be a singer.
You got to go in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh shit, we've been nearly an hour.
Uh huh.
Well, we've got we can either keep going or we can have a break or something. What do you guys reckon?
Keep going, bro.
Yeah, that's fine.
It feels like we've only scratched the surface. We want to know more about dating in Russia. We haven't really got to the point of how you guys actually started hooking up.
We
You
didn't
guys, we kind of covered whether how
Have
you
you met?
guys.
We never met.
But I have some questions. I have questions. Damn it! This is a structured podcast. Get it back.
Shall be answered.
All right,
Well,
maybe
you
we'll take a
couldn't
break.
have invited Azer if you want to stress.
10-minute break because
Andy's got to go anyway. So we'll wrap this first segment up, and then we'll reboot and jump back in. What do you guys reckon?
Come back to it.
All right. Andy,
Love you, Andy.
love you, Andy.
I love you guys more. Let's party together sometime.
Saturday. Remember?
Saturday we got the short one
That's what I'm saying.
until 10, but maybe we can keep going afterwards.
Possibly.
I
I'm
would-
down for that.
I have some ideas of where we could go.
I just
By the
gotta
way,
save myself a little bit because the next day is V-Day, Valentine's Day, and I gotta
we got to talk
I
about
gotta
officially
make sure
what's
I got
going on
a lot of
Valentine's Day.
energy for
We have to
that.
talk about because I got a good story, obviously.
Oh, okay,
But-
let's
and
take it.
you better keep your bloody mouth shut about my story. Tattoos.
I mean, you're the one.
All right.
Tattoos.
Well,
Oh,
I wish I could listen to the rest of the podcast, but if they leave early, I'll shoot a little message and
Yeah.
rejoin
Well, yeah.
if you're still going.
Well, I mean, we're not going live, so this is just going to get recorded. So yeah, shoot us a
Yeah,
message
yeah.
and we can go in. All right, guys, we'll take a break. This is Hoffcast and Valentine's Day special. We'll be back after these short
be right back.
messages. Hey.
all about me.